Honorable CEO of this institute, Joy Daniel sir, uh, respected principal sir, respected dean of this institute. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, head of the department, Tonde sir. So the institute has invited me to enlighten the introduction to the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So I am very grateful to accepting this invitation, and I'm here to present the uh, session on this particular topic. Um, yes, I am Dr. Vikul Pawar. I am from Government College of Engineering, Aurangabad, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Currently, I am a department that is a computer science and engineering department. So, today's the agenda for discussion is on introduction to the AI and ML, that is artificial intelligence and the machine learning. So we have noticed that we are experiencing that the AI has changed our life enormously, and the current the devices which we are using nowadays, like smartphones are there or PCs are there. So everywhere we are using the artificial intelligence. So the presentation agenda is what is mean by the artificial intelligence. Um, this computer field is already very much aware of that artificial intelligence, the subject, which has been studied from long time. We can say that from 1970, 1960. And this subject is becoming very much popular when the machine learning is came into the action, that is learning from the data. And then beyond that, nowadays it is deep learning is there, and deep learning has played a vital role for uh, changing the entire we can say that the area field of the uh, automation, and various kind of medical sectors are there, and different kinds of sector is there, and all other sectors are there. Then key terms which are trending now related to the AI/ML, then historical milestones of this AI/ML, then popular approaches, overview of artificial intelligence in mechanical engineering, as this course is particularly is for artificial intelligence for mechanical engineering, the role of artificial intelligence for mechanical engineering. So we are going to see that overview of that, and then key advances of design, simulations, manufacturing, maintenance, and sustainability. How the advances are playing the vital role in mechanical engineering. So challenges and future trends. Definitely, there are few challenges are there, and there are future trends are there which will be coming up, will change the entire world in the next 10 to 15 years. So advancement in anticipated in the near future, and finally the concluding this session. So let us understand that what is mean by the artificial intelligence. So basically what human understand, what is the human uh, is understand and react. So that is nothing but it's human intelligence is there. So human take its own decision, human understand with the human interact with the different person, human interact with the different things, and by his own, whatever the learning he has been learned from his childhood, based on that he react. So the how machine is reacting is there. So the machine is reacting based on the artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence of the system that perform the task normally requiring the human intelligence. See, without human intelligence, it is not possible. Artificial intelligence is created by the human based on the some set of rules. That set of rules is going to be given as an instruction to the computer. Based on that algorithm, computer is getting trained. That trained will be based on the some perception, reasoning, decision making, and language. So based on that, it has various ranges from the simple rule-based programs to the system that learn from the data. So here data is playing a very important role is there. So the two parts are there, data and rules. So based on the data, the rules are going to be set as per the requirement of the human beings, and according to that, that will be converted in the form of algorithm. So that algorithm is nothing but the set of rules are there, which is using the data and understanding it. Understanding means the computing. Whatever in human language we are saying that that is understanding is there. So in computer language, it is saying that we can say that the calculations, mathematical, we can say the expressions are there. So mathematical expressions is it is understanding that, and based on that, it is reacting. So that is nothing but the artificial intelligence means it is artificially embedded by the human beings in the form of rules and based on the data. So that is the AI, we can say that. Now let us understand the key capabilities of it. So it processes and learn from the large amount of data. Yes, definitely. The data range must be very large so that system will get trained on that large amount of data. So that whenever any kind of you can say sample of data will come across that algorithm, the algorithm will give the appropriate result. So that next is the recognize patterns and the make predictions. Yes, definitely. That recognize patterns means you have as a programmer you have set some rules are there, so that is recognizing based on that rules the pattern which are coming as a sample in the form of data to that algorithm, and then it is making as the predictions. They understand and generate the human language. Yes, definitely. How it is getting understand? It is getting understand only based on the data which has been already provided to the that algorithm. And algorithm is playing based on the set of rules. And then identifying the objects in the images and video. Yes, there are different steps are there, like pre-processing is there, segmentation is there, feature extraction is there, and based on that feature, that particular algorithm is getting trained, and then it is identifying that whether that image in that image that object belongs to, whether that object is a chair, whether that object is a table, whether that object is a something else, right? So that is nothing but we have given some set of rules. When a particular structure is coming in front of you, then machine is getting trained that that data is nothing but the chair. So that is part of training is there. And when you are giving us that data in testing phase, then it is understand that whether it is a table, whether it is a chair. So there are features are there. So based on those feature, your set of rules will react that. Okay. So that is nothing but your artificial intelligence is there. Then perform the complex task with the limited human intervention. Yes, definitely. So yes, you can say that. When we want to process, let us say that we have some records of thousands of records. So by just simple, you can say setting one formula in your Excel, you can calculate that the data which is given for the thousands of records. So it is a very, you can say a single formula is playing a role here to calculate that. But if we ask somebody else, a human, to calculate that record or to solve the mathematically by manually, then it will take it will take too much time to resolve that. So in such case, your if you are setting some rules in a AIML, so using AIML, so your algorithm will do that complex task in a very short period of time. Just you need to design the algorithm, but you need a human intervention to set up that rules, to set up that algorithm. Yes, there are some examples are there. Virtual assistants, we know that Siri is there, which is going to be used by Apple phone. Then Alexa is there. In many devices that Alexa is going to be used. Then recommendation system. Yes, recommendation system. Nowadays, everybody is using the e-commerce platform. So usually it happens whenever I am a buyer. So I am buying something like some shirts is there. So definitely, whenever any season comes, whenever any festival comes, so that recommended system will recommend me those kind of groceries, those kind of particular you can say the clothes. So that I will get attracted, and automatically the business will do their business, right? Through the e-commerce. So that is nothing but the recommendation system. Then autonomous vehicle, we have seen that one of the best example is which has been introduced by the Tesla. So without human, that car can be moved from one place to the another place. It will driving is also taken by the autonomous driving is also possible in a Tesla. So many more companies are coming with such kind of solutions. And yes, definitely there is a revolution will be getting happen in the next 5 to 10 years in a medical diagnostics. So medical diagnostics is also one of the example of that. Then language translation is there. Easily one language can be translated into the another language. This kind of application we are using in our day-to-day life using the Google. And then generative content creation. This has been, you can say that in the last 5 years it has become very popular. Some of the tools like ChatGPT and different kinds of tools are there. Gemini tools are there. So these are nothing but the some content generation tools are there. It can be easily generated text, it can be easily generated images, even though it generates a video as well. Yes, technically we do understand that the AI artificial intelligence is ML versus DL. Basically, artificial intelligence, it is a broader, you can say the field of computer system, which is designed to perform the task that typically requiring the human intelligence to be inculcated to react that system according to the human beings. And it includes both, that is rule based and the statistical approaches. And now beyond that, we are talking it as the we are talking it as the reinforcement learning that we'll see in a few in next few slides. So what is mean by beyond that? So machine learning is nothing but the subset of AI, that is artificial intelligence, where algorithms will be learned from the patterns. And those patterns from the pattern without explicit programming will you need not to be give there, and which is focusing on the statistical model that improve with the experience. And the examples of the algorithms like regression models are there, decision tree is there, support vector machine is there, clustering algorithm is there. So basically, this machine learning based algorithm is work on supervised kind of learning, unsupervised learning, or semi-supervised learning. We'll just have understanding in a very short what is mean by unsupervised, what is mean by supervised, and what is mean by semi-supervised. Unsupervised means there is unlabeled data. Data is like you can say that the prediction of let us say that how much will be the grocery, how much will be the clothes will be buy during this festival. So there is no specific labeling to that data. That is kind of clustering kind of data is there. So that kind of data collection will be there, and based on that data, whenever the algorithm is getting processed, that is called as the unsupervised learning algorithm. Then supervised learning algorithm means specifically the data is getting labeled. Means let us say that in case of medical field, if data, if we want to predict the a particular disease, let us say that some cancer disease is there. Nowadays, very easily that machine itself, like the scanning machine itself, it suggests that the particular kind of tumor or particular kind of pattern is related to this type of device. Means what? So the data is getting labeled. Means if a particular value, if a particular feature value is coming, then you can say that a particular case is a benign. When values of that tumor is coming in the form of in a particular range, you can say that in a mathematical some value is there, so then you can say that it is a malignant, means it is a tumor case is there, it is a cancerous case is there. So it is nothing but the label data, the data which is already labeled. Based on that, your system will get trained and your system will react whenever you provide any kind of sample for the testing of that data. Then semi-supervised is the combination of both. You can say that some different kinds of example you can take it for semi-supervised. So that is the machine learning is there. So machine learning, after that machine learning, they nowadays the many updations are going to be happen, which nowadays in the deep learning is there. So deep learning is having it is nothing but the you can say again a specialized subset of ML, that is machine learning, using the multi-layer neural network that automatically learn the hierarchical representation. Features are learned automatically at the scales. The the different kinds of examples of deep learning, that CNN are there, that is a convolution neural network for the vision. Then transformer for language, that is and then RNN means recurrent neural network for the sequence is there. So these are the various, you can say, types of the algorithm are going to be uh, used in the deep learning. So basically, deep learning nowadays is little bit using the some you can say the self-learning kind of algorithm is there, that is called as reinforcement learning. So reinforcement learning algorithms are nowadays are trending for different kinds of applications, like autonomous vehicle is there, and nowadays it will be also coming in the industry 4.0, so that the conveyor belt itself will take that in mechanical industry, that how the maintenance of the system, how the maintenance of the machineries can be done, or how means what kind of decision should be taken when any situation will be getting occurred. So that is reinforcement learning kind of thing is there. So beyond that, so this is the beginning with that. So this is already we have discussed what is mean by supervised, what is mean by unsupervised, and reinforcement. Reinforcement, I would like to elaborate even short. So the agents learn via the rewards, that is useful for control and the robotics. So the best real-time example I would like to share with you a long back, I guess 20 year back. During the college days, our teacher was getting used to teach us the subject, that is image processing. So when teacher, my teacher, when he went to, he was riding his bike. He was he thought like there is something is mischief is happening in his bike, and that bike sounds is not coming appropriately. So he went to the mechanic, and he just asked to that mechanic, something is not getting properly. So would you just analyze it, or would you just open it, or would you please check that what is happening with my bike? So immediately the person, the mechanic, he immediately respond to the sir. He said that actually this is not this particular problem is related to the piston. तो सर आपके गाड़ी का पिस्टन का काम निकल गया है। Means what? That he has his self learning, he has his own learning, right? So based on that, whenever particular range of voice is coming, he immediately identify that a particular device is having issue related to the piston, so that he recognize that just I need to open that piston and I need to whatever the mechanical related process is there, so he need to follow it. So maybe he may need to replace it, or he may need to repair it, whatever it may be. So the point is, so how he recognize it and how he react it. So can we convert this kind of mechanism to the system, so that system will get analyzed. So the next the problem, and the next day when a teacher came to us, so he given us the problem statement. Can you just analyze that using the MATLAB? Whenever the sound friction, the sound of bike come, the particular bike is coming in at this particular range, in a particular decibel, so what kind of feature, what kind of issues will be there with the bike? Or whenever the particular range is coming, then you can say that the bike is completely fine. The health of bike or the health of that particular vehicle is completely fine. Means what? So we are collecting the data, we are setting our rules, and we are training to our machine. Now beyond that, machine itself deciding that whenever a particular other the set particular ranges are there, beyond that range something different range is coming, then this is something different kinds of problem is there. So that is nothing but the real life example of, you can say, reinforcement learning. So machine itself deciding that. So nowadays the best example of reinforcement learning is the autonomous vehicle. So autonomous vehicle, there are rules are given. So whenever certain situation will come, but not, it is not true that every time that exactly the same situation will come across the vehicle. There may be the different kinds of vehicle will come across whenever the vehicle is in a speed beyond 80. There may be some obstacles will come, or some obstacles may come into the back side of that vehicle, or the right side of that vehicle, left side of that vehicle. Means what? There are rules are given. Based on that rules, the autonomous system is deciding that, and based on that, it is reacting. That is nothing but the agent learn via the rewards, useful for control, and the robotics kind of things can be, means this reinforcement learning can be used. So the key terms trending nowadays, like LLM, you know that LLM, large language model, is there, that a massive transformer has been happen in the last few years. So simply just you need to give some text, and immediately your summary, you will get the summary, or whatever. Just I want, let us say that just I want to prepare something else, like what is mean by artificial intelligence and machine learning is there. Just prepare one paragraph, simply I will get a one paragraph, right? So that kind of massive transformation is happening based on the model trained on the text at the scale, or you can say Excel at generation. It is summarizing your text. But not only that, it is also giving you the code. Simply nowadays, student, if I ask someone, my student give the some assignment just to write a program to predict this particular the object using the camera. Simply they are giving the simply they are giving the prompt to the chat GPT, and simply it is coming that uh, the code will get, and they will run that code into the environment. So the things are moving very fast nowadays. The students, everybody is getting very smart to get the things easily done through the LLM models. So these are nothing but the LLM model are there. So neural network, the layered function approximators inspired by the brain backbone of the modern perceptrons and the language model. Basically, neural networks are nothing but using the neurons, the same thing which are happening in our brain. So our brains in our brain, the information, how the information is getting carried out. the based on that, this neural network is getting designed. So this neural network is getting designed uh, is based on the neurons. Neurons are nothing but the carrying the information um, um, carrying the information, and that information will be passed on through the different layers. So that is called as the layered function technologies there. So through that, so the model perceptrons and the language models are modern perceptrons and the model language are using the backbone of that, and simply it is getting trained. And now you can decide that accordingly how much you have to train your system. See, it is as simple as that. Whenever we have a baby child in our house, so you can see that a baby child who is there, the people they who are particularly living in the state of you can say Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, they used to talk the Telugu. The people they who are staying into the Maharashtra, they are used to talk Marathi. The people they who are used to stay in Uttar Pradesh, they may are talking into the Hindi. So we can see that our childs are automatically when they are living they when they are living with us. So automatically when we are talking with them, they are getting means trained into the particular language. If the child is in a Marathi family, he used to talk Marathi. The child is in a Hindi family, he used to talk Hindi. A, a child is in a Telugu family, he can talk the Telugu. Means what? We are training his neuron. We are giving information to his neuron. When we say that if I am asking you to come here, means you have to come to take some more step, and you have to come to me, you have to reach to me, right? So that is what we are talking him in English, and we are training him. So whenever next time whenever I am asking him just come here, so automatically he need not to give some instruction to his brain. But remember that when we are in a training stage, we have to give him some, we can say, with the hands movement, we can say that, yes, baby, come here, or just move ahead. We can like that. We are not only talking, we are giving the expressions. Through that expression, he is getting trained. He is understanding that, yes, somebody is calling me. I have to move ahead. Then he is coming forward to us. Means what? His neurons somewhere are getting trained. So once the neurons are getting trained, whenever next time, whenever I am calling him, come here, so automatically he will just, I don't need to explain much to him. He will automatically come to me, right? So that is what his neurons are automatically getting trained. So whenever I am getting in a testing period, so when I am asking some questions, when I am saying that come here, so just he will come down, right? So that is what is nothing but the neural network does into the computer systems. So we are adjusting the weight. Adjusting the weight is nothing but whatever expressions I am sharing with my child. Okay. Whenever I am expressing that, whenever I am moving my hands, whenever I am through my hands, I am explaining him just come here means you have to take some more step ahead and you have to come here, right? So through that, weight and bias are the important factor in the calculation of the convolution neural network or in any other neural networks. So through that network, these mathematical, you can say factors, that is weight and bias, will train to my model, and based on that, my model is getting trained to the neural network. So that is all about the neural network does. Then retrieval augmented generation. Yes, nowadays these combining the traditional information retrieval with the generative AI, and by grounding the LLM outputs in a verified external knowledge. So the best example of this, we can say that Gemini app is there or ChatGPT is there. So I am simply giving some prompt on the my prompt on my you can say the app, and simply I'm getting the data is getting generated in the form of LLM. So magnetic agenetic AI is there. Agenetic AI is nothing but the autonomous multi-step system that plan, act, and adopt across the tool environment is there. So this is the one of the key term trending nowadays in the you can say autonomous vehicle is one of the example of that. And that can be trained through the reinforcement learning algorithm, based on the reinforcement learning algorithm. So foundation models are there. Large pre-trained model adapted to make the many tasks can be done through the fine tuning or the prompting of that. So these are the different, you can say, the key terms are getting trained. So history of this, how the AI is getting turned up into the chat GPT. As I in my first slide itself, I mentioned that earlier days in 1950s, 60s, there were already this concept was there in artificial intelligence, which was introduced by uh, the Dartmouth conference. The term artificial intelligence by the uh, by the McCarthy. In that conference, he has introduced the concept of artificial intelligence. So before that, the Alan Turing publishes the computing machineries and intelligence, that introducing the Turing test, and then after that, there are has been some limitations of perceptrons has been published, showing that how the neural network research can be carried out. And then during 70 to 90s, um, the first AI was introduced by the Winter. That was the Light Hill report that was lead to funding cuts. And then after that, around in 1980 to 87, that expert system was developed for a particularly specialized domain. You can say that the artificial intelligence that time only. And then second AI inter expert system was failed to meet the expectation in 1993. But during the up to the 95 to 97, that IBM Deep Blue defeats the chase champions by the Gary Kasparov. And after that, we have been witness after 2004, the NASA Mars rovers use the AI for autonomous navigation. And then in 2011, IBM Watson defeats the champions on the Jeopardy. And then deep learning came into the picture around in 2020, 2012, you can say that. So that breakthrough through the AlexNet was introduced initially, and that means the ImageNet. Initially, it was introduced to work on the image processing, and then GAN was there. That generative artificial network was developed, neural network was introduced to generating the realistic and synthetic data. And after 2016 and up to the 2022, so that Alpha Go Ahead was the world champions, was the Lee Sedol at was Go. It was happened in 2016. And then 17, this architecture was developed, which was published there, related to the NLP. And then we have seen that in 2020 we heard about the GPT, that is GPT-3 release with the 175 billions parameters. And then in 2022, we have been seen that the innovations which was happen of Chat GPT. And then since then, there are many such kind of applications came nowadays, and which are very much in trending, like Gemini are there, on some other app or applications are there. So this was a complete history how it has been transformed AI to the Chat GPT since 1950 to the 22. Then there are few popular approaches of beyond neural nets are there. Neural approaches are convolution nets. For vision is there. For vision, you can say for particularly image processing and machine learn for image processing and video processing is there. Then transformers for sequence modeling is there. For graph neural network, for relation is there. Uh, so these different category uses the different kinds of algorithm, and these algorithms are purposefully used for the different kinds of purpose. And other approaches like probabilistic models and Bayesian methods are there, which can be used for predicting. Some models can be predictive models can be used for predicting the business, predicting into the market. The stock market is there, and prediction into the weather forecasting is there. And then symbolic AI and knowledge graphs is also there, which is using the uh, graph GNN graph neural network it is using. So the key concept is in a modern deep learning is there, especially for the data that's not a simple sequence or a grid, but the network of the relationship. Then basically the graph kind of network is uses what we have learned the concept of graph, that is vertices and edges. And these are popularly, I would like to share that the which we are using the social media, like Facebook is there, or you can say LinkedIn is there, or any other kind of social media is there. So such social media is getting based, it is getting developed, and it is working based on the symbolic AI and the knowledge graphs. So that knowledge graph is using the GNN algorithm. So there are few advantages for engineering discipline: design optimization, predictive maintenance, and robotics and automation system. Yes, definitely. This particularly FDP is focused for the mechanical engineering background faculties, so and researchers and scholars. So definitely the advantages of engineering discipline using AI ML are related to the design optimizations are there. So AI accelerates the design space explorations, improving the performance while reducing the cost and time to the market. Definitely, these different optimization can be carried out for making the design more perfect, and we can say the robust design, so that there will not come any flaw into the system. So once that system is getting trained, so that system will identify, system will predict that a particular maintenance is coming into the system. Uh, on using the machine learning, you can predict that the failure into the system. A particular machine, when a machine is hitting that much, you can say in a particular range, means that when a temperature is getting rise, when you can predict that, when we can predict that, yes, that issue is related to the that kind of issue may be occur when uh, similarly, when any mechanical related, you can identify that when any हो रहा है तो ऐसा result आ रहा है, ऐसा हो रहा है तो so that machine itself will take the appropriate action, and it will predict that, and before the time it is happening anything in your machine, it will give you the prediction that yes, something is going to happen with your system, so you need to take care of that. That is nothing but the predictive maintenance is there. Then robotics and autonomous systems are there. So we are talking about the autonomous vehicles are there, or we are talking about some industry 4.0 is there. So these are the autonomous systems are autonomous systems are, we can see in a coming days, in a coming future, few years will increase rapidly. So this is playing a very important role here, that once your system is getting trained, once your network is getting trained, so through that neuron, you can train your entire network, and your machine learning based algorithm, your deep learning based algorithm will take the appropriate action, and it will react to the particular action. So similarly, in case of robotics as well, robots also will take their decision by own, and they will move ahead. So there are AI-driven advantages in mechanical engineering. Yes, definitely. As we talk about the robotics and automation in manufacturing, will in a coming days it will take a huge market, will grab, and definitely automation in manufacturing will come into the picture. Then simulation and modeling before something is going to be implemented. So easily you can simulate that, you can create the model of that, and based on that you can decide the appropriate action. Generative designs are this definitely earlier by human intervention, or through human intervention, we have seen that we need to create the design manually, or using the tools which you are using, like CAD tools are there, or some other tools are there. So now your system, your algorithm itself will uh, design the particular model which as per your requirement. So definitely the some other areas of advances are there in AI driven, like manufacturing, automation, predictive maintenance, and sustainability and the materials. So robotics and automation in manufacturing is there. So vision it defect detection is there. So automatically it will detect the defect into the using the cameras, and then assembly verification is there. Pose estimation using CNN is there, or anomaly detection algorithms are there. So this can be easily detected through your cameras, through the you can say the different parameters which you are going to use. Then reinforcement learning is there, and that motion planning is there. So reinforcement learning will optimize by its own, grasping the knowledge based on the algorithm which is already inculcated into the your system. It will take the appropriate action based on that path planning. It will decide which path we have to move ahead, and it will take the appropriate action for the cobot safety into the system. Then autonomous material handling is there. Definitely AMRs and AGVs are there. That is a multi-sensor fusions are there, and the dynamic path optimization will decide that the material handling in your the autonomous system. The scheduling line balancing is there. That is scheduling of your machines which are running into the industries through the AI optimization algorithm can be possible through the real-time production planning, and the workflow can be also you can say the establish. Yes, that is a KPI impact throughput. You can say the scrap energy, the human robot collaboration, best practices for the safety and efficiency also can be uh, the in a robotics and the automation in manufacturing can be planned. So AI in design and generative design are there. Rapid design integration can be possible. Performance optimization result can be possible. You can optimize your results are there. Customization also possible using the some machine learning algorithms. You can adopt some designs, and based on that you can customize it. It is also possible. So that reduce the development cost. Definitely the development cost will reduce in terms of your time, and in terms of your different resources. So it will rapidly you can develop the system, you can design your system, and definitely it will waste your materials to be cut out when you are going to when you are perfection is there. So definitely the design will appropriately cut out the and the wastage of material can be reduced. So ultimately it will help business to save the resources. So intelligence assistance will help the tool like Autodesk Fusion, that is 360, that is used for machine learning for flaw detection and the real-time collaboration. One of the Autodesk Fusion 360 is there. It is getting used for flaw detection and real-time collaboration into the uh, using the AI in the design and generative design is there. So AI in simulation and modeling is there. AI and machine learning models are accelerate the simulations such as computation fluid dynamics are there, CFD, that finite element can be analysis, dramatically reducing the computational cost and time, and that surrogates the modeling and the data-driven predictive analysis, predictive analytics, so enabling the engineers to explore the more complex design space in real time. So AI also enhances the digital twins, that is a virtual models that can be look like a model, but that is a virtual models are there that replicate the physical system, so that so before implementing the physical system that can be possible to understand it, and that allow for the real-time performance monitoring and the optimization. So there are few applications related to the mechanical engineering like fluid dynamics is there, thermal modeling is there, and multi-objective optimizations are there. So the application, or you can say some benefit of that, it will reduce the physical prototyping of that, and ultimately that the cost and the time it will save, and definitely it will improve the cost, or you can see it will improve the accuracy of your work. AI in manufacturing already it has been came into the picture, but now AI is playing a very important role. There are different cameras can be installed into the industry 4.0 that will predict the flaw which will happen, or it will the maintenance which will come before time itself, and that is enabling your adaptive robotics and real-time process optimization and quality control with the using computer vision, means using your cameras. So predictive models help in scheduling supply chain management and the defect detection. So it will also detect the defects into your system using the computer vision, using the cameras, and also it will manage the your supply chain uh, on your conveyor, you can say conveyor belt of your industry. So additive manufacturing, that is a 3D printing, is one of the further advanced by the AI optimized print parameters, and the process routes are there, which is resulting in a very stronger and the more reliable parts can be done. So this can be the, you can say, the advancement which are happening nowadays using AI into the manufacturing industries. Yes, definitely it help you to reduce the errors. So yes, already we have talked about the predictive maintenance. So AI-driven predictive maintenance, the leverages the sensors. So IoT-based sensors can be implemented there, and trained analytics to forecast the equipment failures before happening of that actual failures into the your industry or manufacturing, you can say machines. So that schedule the intervention before breakdowns, and that reduce the downtime and the cost. So also the, through that possible to you can reduce the downtime of your industry, and ultimately that machine learning based failure diagnostics will improve the reliability and the manufacturing of your industries. So already we have been talked about that sustainability and materials. Yes, there are AI in sustainability is there. AI improves the efficiency in materials, and it optimize your resources, and it reduce the environmental impact. So that generative design different means it identifies the material efficient solution that minimize the waste of that. So definitely it will reduce the environmental impact, so that the energy can be saved through the monitoring and the control. and it also supports for the sustainable decisions like smart recycling systems and life cycle assessment models, and that help the engineer to choose the greener alternative. You can say that the minimum energy is going to be used for running the industries there. Yes. So the future trends, yes, future trends. We have been talking about the future. Future is very bright field, either it is a medical field, either it is a BFSI, that is a banking financial sector field is there, insurance sector is there. Everywhere the future of this AI ML is very bright, and very advancement is going to be happen in and now in coming days. So we can see that how the market will getting captured across the globe. AI, you can see that the projected to reach around the $362 billion by 2030, with a major shift into the technology focus. The key emerging trends shaping into the AI landscape includes the uh, different areas like multimodal AI, agentic AI, then enterprise AI, then edge computing AI, and specialized AI is there. So the global artificial intelligence investment is expected to be increased to deliver up to the 4.4% of GDP growth by the 2030. So that much growth is expected in the future. And along the side, there are certain challenges of AI, definitely bias and fairness. The work which is going to be happen using AI, ML, there should be the bias is there. Yes, so yes, you can say that when we have discussing about the example of child, see whatever the ethics, whatever the whatever the you can say uh, the uh, the environment we are creating in our house, accordingly our childs are getting trained. If we are creating the environment of like study, if we are creating the environment of like we are training them to the student, our student or our child, for particularly for reading kind of environment, for particular different kinds of environment, so they will get habitual of that reading, they will get habitual of that kind of study kind of environment. If we create an environment of just to make them to playing kind of environment, so they will make habitual of that playing, so they want to every time they want to they would like to play, they would like to go for play every time. So that is nothing but it depends on us how, what kind of environment we are creating, what kind of set of rules we are creating in terms of machine learning and deep learning based algorithm. So if we are creating the genuine kind of algorithm, so definitely there will be genuine result will come out. If we are creating some yes, definitely there are uh, some we can say that uh, agents are there which creating the different kinds of environment into the technology, so that kind of technology will turn out in a different directions. So that can be happen, but definitely there should have to plan the algorithms, there should have to plan design the such kind of you can say the environment to develop the system, so that the system will help to the growth of the society. And definitely AI system will train on the non representative data on that perpetuate and they amplify the societal basis biases. So that based on that it will lead to the unfair outcomes and to the discrimination. So that depends on the how getting environment is getting created. Now the privacy and security, definitely there is a biggest challenge in a privacy and security. We have been seeing that in the last few years, 1 to 2 years, the morphing of photos of celebrities. So it is very we have to be very careful when we are sharing the information, when we are sharing our photos on social medias and everywhere. So definitely there are challenges is there. Every system must have loophole in that. So people will get information. System will the people will, through the system, people will extract the your information. People will extract the information about your personal information, and definitely there may be the chances of that they may use that information, that your photos into the for the, you can say, uh, for the wrong purpose, for the not, you can say, uh, that mischief can be happen with you. So that is the example nowadays we have been seeing that which is happening with the different um celebrities. Okay, that is all part of that, you can say, cyber crimes and all. So then transparency and explainability. Complex AI models often function as a black box. So that is inside what it is happening. It is uh, quite difficult for us to understand, making decision difficult to understand or audit it. And that explainable AI method to help the create the interpret system. So beyond the AI, now explainable AI, that is giving us more exposure to the artificial intelligence and accountability, that clear governance, that framework and the responsibility structures are needed to determine who is liable for AI cause that can be harm, and ensure that the proper oversight of the to maintain the ethics into the AI. Yes, in parallelly there is a opportunity for India as well. So there may be the India AI market is projected to reach the $8 billion by 2025. It has been reached now and are growing at the CAGR of the over 40%. It has been reached since 20 up to the 2025. So ecosystem is experiencing that the unprecedented momentum has been across the sector, is it has been reached, and the key sector of that is IT sector is there, banking finance sector is there, insurance sector is there, healthcare sector is there, manufacturing sector is there, agriculture sector is there, public service sector is there, or you can say some governance is also using the AI nowadays. Then opportunities are there for everyone, for local LLM models, for agri-tech, for telemedicines, fintech inclusions, smart cities, and definitely ecosystems are thriving startup. That is that is the academic research, public and digital infrastructures are uh, parallelly it is running that to develop the system. And priorities are the talent upskilling and responsible AI framework need to be created, and compute accesses need to be generated, and the industry academia collaboration is very much important to progress in future. So the Indian context, the large data set, diverse languages, and the pressing infrastructure needs to create opportunity in healthcare, agriculture, smart cities, and education. And the challenges which may include the data privacy, as I have mentioned that in earlier slide. So definitely your personal data need to be secure. That data privacy is biggest challenge is there, and then digital divides are there, and localization of the models. Future scope and practical next step for the students where AI, or for scholars, it can be like where AI is feeding hybrid system combining symbolic reasoning and the neural nets is there. The smaller efficient model for the edge and embedded devices can be used using AI for in a future to predict based on the data which is provided to the devices. So more agentic AI system is that coordinate across the tools. That is nothing but the autonomous vehicle, autonomous system is there, and that practical steps which we require, that we need to learn the fundamentals from the probability, from the linear algebra, that is mathematics playing a very important role here, and that experiment with the ML, that is machine learning framework, that we need to write an algorithm and that has to be collaborate with the IoT based devices, and that joint interdisciplinary project will come out of the as a you can say the outcome of this. And the we need to consider, during work of during the implementation, so our work should be for ethics, and that should be for the reproducibility in the every project, and that should be helpful for the industry or society. Yes, thank you very much. You have any questions? So this forum is open for you.
Okay, dear audience, if you have any query, any question, if you want to discuss anything regarding this session, please unmute
Yes.
yourself and
Can you please come again? I could not able to hear your voice.
dear participants, please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yes, any questions? I hope,
Yes.
yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I hope that the audience has no question.
Okay.
So we came to the part of this session, that is the vote of thanks. So I, Dr. Hulas Tonde, the co-coordinator of this FDP, I would like to thank our resource person, honorable resource person, Dr. Vikul Pawar sir, HOD, Computer Science and Engineering, Government College of Engineering, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Dear sir, your session was very interactive, informative. That you have started from the introduction of AI. What are the different kinds of learnings? Supervised learning, unsupervised learning. So in this way, sir, you have you have defined all the things from the basic fundamentals to the latest trending topics of the AI/ML. Therefore, uh, this is very informative for all of us, and definitely AI is a topic that is not possible to cover in the 1.5 year. It requires a complete 1 week session in the AI only. So thank you, sir, for covering all the different topics in a very short period. And I would like to thank all the participants for joining this session. I would like to thank our team members, committee members, representatives from our college, Suresh College of Engineering and Technology, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. B.M. Patil, our Dean Academic, Dr. P.M. Ardhapurkar, sir, for organizing and inviting such a session. I would like to thank the dignitaries from the AICTE, Ministry of Education, Government of India. At the last, I would like to thank all the team members and all the participants from the different colleges and universities. I hope this session is a learning experience for all of you. Thank you everyone. And please feel the feedback. And the next session will start at 1:30 sharp. So please be ready. The session will be delivered by the Dr. Ganesh Soni sir, and the topic will be the utilization and application of AI in simulation. That is basically the finite element analysis simulation. So thank you everyone. You can now leave, and our next session will be resumed at 1:30 p.m. So please be ready. The link will be the same. Joining link will be the same. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Dr. Vikul Pawar, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, you can leave the meeting, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Vikul Pawar, sir, are you there?
Yes, sir.
One question is there that what are the basic contents which are to be included in the mechanical engineering syllabus to develop mechanical engineers with AI? One our participant has asked in chat box. Sir, please unmute yourself.
Yes. Sir, already NEP has introduced the MDM, that is major and minor subjects. So I would like to share one case so you can have accordingly, or you can plan otherwise a separate subject. So actually, what we used to do in NEP, no, we have offered as a computer department, we are offering some subjects related to the artificial intelligence and machine learning, basics to the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So the students from the electrical background, the students from the mechanical disciplines, the students from the civil, they can opt those subjects as a minor and they can study those subjects, and they will get an insight of that, and based on that they can apply that knowledge to their core subject. That is one thing can be possible. And if, if you want to design a particularly subject um, for your particularly for your discipline, means for your mechanical, so there are you can what you can go for that. So you must have to just start, you need to cover up what is mean by the artificial intelligence, basic rules of artificial intelligence, set sort of rules are there. So those kind of syllabus at least in a one chapter, and after that you have to go for the uh, machine learning, just introductory part to the machine learning algorithms. So you cannot teach to the student undergraduate program or the second year third year students to the higher level, because they do not have the fundamental subjects related to the computer background. So at least what you can do, so you can introduce the artificial intelligence, machine learning, introduction to the machine learning, and along with the IoT based sensors, so that it will get the combination of that, so that they will able to understand कि एक small अगर program अगर आप उनको देते हो कि particularly अगर ये अगर ऐसी situation आ रही है तो this light should be blink, so that based on sensor it will get the data. Your algorithm will decide that कि ऐसी अगर situation है in this particular situation, so which flag I have to set. So you can just have that kind of syllabus, just combination of basics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and IoT sensors.
Sir, one more question is there in chat box.
Hmm.
How can we clearly distinguish between artificial intelligence and machine learning in real world application?
Basically, sir, machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence.
Yes,
So if as I have, if you remember that in a first slide itself, I have given you the example,
yes,
like the what we understand, that is our intelligent quotient is there. So let us say that somebody asked me, what is your name? immediately I reply my name. No. So that is what is there. That is my intelligent quotient decide that somebody is asking me my name is there. Right. So that is human intelligence is there. So if you want to train your system, so you have to train your system. Somebody will ask you in a LLM model, somebody will ask you, ki, what is your name? This kind of question will come. So you should have to react that to your name. Right. Name is your identity. Right. So computer will say that yes, my name is Alexa, my name is Siri, right? So that is what it is responding to your question. So that question is designed itself to understand the machine. That machine, when that machine understand your question, that is called as the artificial intelligence. And that artificial intelligence is converted into the machine learning language, right? Machine learning environment, right? So machine learning is nothing but the algorithm. That algorithm is designed there. So based on that design algorithm, it is responding to the
Question.
user. So in that way, we can connect your questions if you understand it.
Yes. Okay, thank you,
Did
sir.
you?
There is no more questions, so we should conclude this session right now. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, sir, Dr. Vikul Pawar, sir, for
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
delivering and answering the questions of the audience. Thank you so much, sir. Now we conclude this session and we will meet at 1:30 p.m., sir.